Deep Down Cleaning, your one-stop cleaning outfit for deep down results.
John Moore reporting for sportsandmore.com, joined by Wyatt Sanford here at the Citadel Boxing Club, and maybe we can talk about the past year. Let's start there, and you've had a lot of success in the ring, and I know you've got some lofty goals, but tell me about the past year.
The past year, I traveled with Team Canada to Serbia, Kansas City, Puerto Rico, and I placed, I believe, 5th or 6th over in Serbia out of, I believe there was 15 of us there. In Kansas City, at the World Ringside Championships, I got 2nd out of 17 people. And down in Puerto Rico, I got 3rd in that weekend tournament. I've fought numbers of times besides the tournaments. I probably had close to around 14 or 15 fights, losing, I think, 3 of them.
So a lot of success, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about the challenges that in front of you, because I know your goal eventually is to fight for Canada at the Olympics. I think that's your goal, but maybe tell us a little bit of the challenges that you're going to have to overcome to get to that point.
A couple of the challenges, me and Wayne, we sat down and talked today a little bit. When I'm in the ring and I think that I might be losing, I try and use more of my heart and try and fight. Well, I should just be boxing and just sticking with my game plan of picking my punches and using my skill instead of using more of my hat.
I've never seen you fight. I will get a chance at some point, but describe yourself. Describe the fighter you are.
I'm a very different fighter, a very unorthodox southpaw, where I have a variety of punches that I am able to throw and counter. I am an aggressive counter puncher, so I wait till the person makes a mistake, or I'll make them make a mistake, and then I'll counteract on what I want to do to them.
Tell me about that. So then he's made that adjustment. He's a southpaw. Tell me, was that difficult? Was that something they had to work on, or did it come fairly naturally?
It came fairly natural for him. It started off fairly early in his boxing development, so it wasn't a huge transition for him. And like I said, being a southpaw and awkward and unpredictable is huge. Most people don't have a lot of luck against southpaw. Southpaws usually have an advantage, and Wyatt's not like any other southpaw either, so it gives him just a double advantage for most kids. And he trains just tremendously. He's got a great work ethic. He's very confident. Pressure doesn't get to him, and he relishes being in the spotlight.
Wayne, he's got the goal of competing for Canada at the Olympics. He's got also you to lean on because you know what it takes. But tell me a little bit about, is that a realistic goal? And if it's a realistic goal in 2020 or whether it's 2024, why do you believe so?
Well, I think that you have to dream big. I mean, you have to set these goals really high for yourself if you're going to obtain them. Making the Olympic Games is very difficult. Over the last few Olympic Games, these Olympic Games, we've only qualified 1 man. And then the last Olympic Games, we qualified 2 men. In the Olympic Games before that, we qualified 1. So to make the Olympic Games is very hard. I think that the direction that Boxing Canada is going in general is not the direction I would like to see it go. Back when I was coaching the team, we had 7 guys, 11 guys, 10 guys, and winning medals. I'm just not sure the direction that they're going, but it does not stop us from setting our goals high and then working towards achieving them. And I think they are obtainable, but they are lofty, I admit.
What steps have to occur here?
I would have to work with the team more, travel with and spar and train with other people, go to visit other gyms that know a little bit, so I could go to, say, Winnipeg for a week, work with someone who's really good with throwing a jab, then the next week go to another gym that's good with throwing a right hook, and just get all the little pieces and information that I can do to help my boxing be more successful.
Well, the steps are hugely expensive steps. He has to garnish his experience with competition. and he's almost wore out all the competition in Canada for his age group. Now next year he'll be first year at the elite level, and that'll be 19 above, and that'll be a nice step for him, and he'll have to again generate more international competition. If you want to compete and be at the top, you have to compete against the best now. You can't wait, similar to what Boxing Canada is doing. They just put money into the team each year to a new group of guys. We have to develop them years down the road, and we know how to do it. And we've had success doing it, but it turns out to be expensive because in order to nurture his talent, you have to get the competition.
So give me a sense of what his schedule looks like in the months, in the weeks, the months ahead.
Well, we're planning on going to the Imperium Cup in Montreal later this month, and then we have a competition that he'll be boxing in Lower Sackville on the 11th of June. And then the Boxing Canada has competitions tentatively scheduled for Germany in July. And the end of July, early August, we're looking at going to the World Championships in Ringside in Kansas.